Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. How's everyone doing today? Are you working out? No, man, I'm not. Still the same, not doing anything special. Maybe that I wore this Istanbul shirt. Hope everyone had a great day yesterday. It was great. Only took a trade which was USD CAD, and you can see that it was more than enough. It was more than enough because plenty of pips were giving in this USD CAD trade. If you missed this trade because you had doubts that it's not gonna continue, then it's just gonna be a lesson for you to have more confidence next time. You need to believe in what you do. If you don't believe your own strategy, then you're gonna have doubts all the time. I think I think there's enough proof that this works every day. I think there's enough proof, enough history behind. This has a long history behind that it does work pretty well. You just need more confidence when it comes to not hesitate to take it. So let's start from Euro US dollar. Let's see if we are about to break a level or something so we can take a trade. I hope we get some nice moves today too. Yesterday there was some crazy moves. Yeah, if holding, it may take some time until you get used to it, because when you're in profit and you are winning in the beginning, you don't really want to let something, run. You just want to take that profit. It's normal. After some time, you get to that point where you are comfortable, leaving some run because you already made something, right? So until it comes that time, you're gonna have some problems leaving runners. So Euro US dollar. I'm gonna wait for this 4-hour level to break. Once we close below, then we know what to do. So I'm just gonna go fast, see if there is a break and retest happening at this time so we don't miss it. And on these pairs that we don't have any setup, we don't stay for too much, for too long. UJ might give us a trade here. See that we have plenty of rejections at this level and now we're having a breakout, so looks like we may have some continuation. GU went wild yesterday. What a drop we had. Let's see. For now I think I'm just gonna stay away until maybe we get a retest around this level here. Except that I don't think I'm gonna take any trade. Aussie dollar went perfect. Went perfect yesterday. We just didn't get that retest. Look at the drop. What a move this was. For now, Aussie dollar is at support. Maybe we'll see a breakout later on. We'll have to wait. GJ is the same. I would like a retest on GJ if it does come one more time at this level. That would be perfect, but we'll have to wait and see. So many bearish candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 4-hour candles, all bearish. Look at CAD JPY. Wow, what a drop. Our CAD trades yesterday were epic. Look what happened after the retest. Even though they didn't get the retest, some of you still took it in a 5-pip range, which was great. It was great. What a drop. Perfect, perfect. So let's see also GBP CAD looks like it's at the support. It might break, who knows, we'll have to wait. We're having a good drop now. Another 5 minutes, we'll see. Not very sure on GBP CAD. I would probably skip it, but or wait for the 4-hour to break. The 4-hour would be better. Your CAD at resistance. We have some good rejections. We may see a breakout soon. Not on this hour though. That's for sure. So our options, the best option looks like it is USD JPY. So let's wait for USD JPY. Check the 4-hour. The support on the 4-hour is the same as on the 1-hour, so it's pretty good. Let's see, it looks like we're gonna have a good close. Small pullback, stop loss above the breakout candle. In this case, it would be above the breakout candle because I think there's no need for more. I mean, if it does come all the way up and goes above the breakout candle, wouldn't make any more sense for price to continue down. So I think a 5-pip stop loss is enough here. Okay, now let's take a look at a chart here. Your NZD 1 hour. Break and retest. Very nice. Nice trade. A little bit risky, but it looks like it worked out for you. Pretty good. Congrats. Okay, 2 minutes left and we're gonna have a trade here, hopefully. And we'll see if this is gonna come in hand today. What's your opinion on USD CAD for continuation? USD CAD for continuation made this small resistance here, and let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour looks pretty good too. I mean, we have most of the rejection at this level. Same one, to be honest, on the 4 hour where these candles closed. Yeah, we might see some continuation if it does close above. We'll see. We can try, why not? Seems like it's pretty realistic to continue to this next level, even though it's very close. We have a 20 pip range to the upside there. Are you going to remove the entry marker on USD CAD? No. Still have a runner, so I'm just going to keep it. Why does it bother you? Yeah, we have a close on USD CAD above. We have some good rejections. I mean, we should have some continuation if it does make a retest. If I enter a retest entry, it's no worries. It's still gonna be seen. Pretty easy. If it does come for retest, we can enter here. Stop loss below the breakout candle, because it's the same thing here too. There's no need for a bigger stop loss. So let's see, what about UJ? UJ closed pretty good. If it's gonna come at least at 890, 105.890, that would be good. Let's see. I'm gonna wait to enter. It's pushing now. What about the 4 hour? 4 hour probably still open, yeah. What about the daily? UJ is coming fast. USD CAD is coming too. Which one we should take? Which one we should take? Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, looks like the daily still can come down for retest here. Yeah, of course, I closed most of my positions on USD CAD. I left just one run. The only thing is I see a small support here on UJ. That's what bothers me. Too many zones in between. It's coming from this zone, even though I think still should continue down, but it's a little bit having doubts there, since it's coming from another zone. And USD CAD, maybe this was the retest, even though I wanted a deeper one. We'll see. Euro USD is not a breakout yet, still close the same. We need a good close below. I said let's wait for the 4 hour, because the 4 hour is going to be way better and clean. If the 4 hour closes below, then we have a good confirmation. UJ. I don't trust it that much. Coming from another zone is not a good sign. It is not a good sign. On the other hand, we can really use a very small stop loss. That's the advantage here. The thing about this is that there are a lot of rejection at this point here, where all these candles are closed. So I'm expecting this to come a little bit higher than this, because this is where the most candles are closing. Yeah, this is just one. It looked like a small fake out continuation to the downside, and this is where most of the candles are closed at. So I'm gonna say that this is the perfect retest where we should have the retest, but we can expect a rejection at this point here. So a little higher, and maybe I'll take the trade. What's wrong with Geo? I don't know. I just don't want to trade the GBP for the moment. Gonna take a first entry on USD JPY. here, and if it does come a little higher, I'm gonna take another one. We are in. Alert, we have a trade. We have a trade here. Okay, so take notes. So this is going to be low risk trade because it's coming from another zone. Even though still it is a very strong zone, that's what I'm counting in. And less risk because it's coming from another zone. I can't really say this is a minor or this is a major one because they both look the same. I just see this we can have a good continuation, I think, to the downside here. So let's wait for it now. I did enter first. I left some room to enter more if it does come higher because I expect that. If not, then still good. We're still gonna make some profit. Stop loss is just above the breakout candle, around 7 pips, 7-8 pips. If it does come all the way up and recovers this breakout candle, that's not going to be a good sign, so there's no need for a bigger stop loss. That's going to tell us all if it decides to continue up, needs to go all the way above the breakout candle. So now all we need to do is wait for it to move. This is our zone, which we took the trade based on. Sells on USD CAD. If you don't know what this is, then you should probably not be here at all. There are some things you need to know before coming to the stream. If you don't know about this, then I don't know, maybe just get to the basics first again, then come back. If you just got to the stream, then just to go back 5 minutes earlier, and you can see what we said about USD CAD. USD CAD also was doing a retest, but I'd rather take UJ. I see UJ as safer pair for now. I think we should have still some continuation. Since we had this big bearish drop yesterday, and price hit support here, lots of rejections, got rejected to the upside, made a retest of this zone, dropped again, made a lot of rejections, couldn't continue, and what happened here is we got rejected again. Then we had this candle close below, but it didn't really respect the zone, so it closed back in the range. Next candle pushed straight to the downside, closed below all these wicks on the left here, which means we broke this support level with a strong candle, bearish candle. Now price coming for a retest, and we should have that continuation to this next zone here. After that, maybe into the next one, but this is the first target. So we'll see. Let's wait. Stop loss just above, because if it does go above this, then probably it's going to continue to the upside, which I don't see happening right now. I see that we need to continue down. USD CAD, yeah, USD CAD probably was a retest and should continue up now, but not taking it. I'm taking UJ instead. If it does come a little higher UJ, I'm going to take another entry, because this is where candles are closed. Okay, I did another entry a little higher. I don't think I'm gonna enter more than that, so I'm just gonna wait. This is my last entry. Stop loss still the same, just above the breakout candle. 7 pip stop loss. Wrong chart. Hamza. Hamza, you sent the wrong chart. Some of you guys need to pay attention, okay? I say I'm taking a sell on USD JPY, and after a minute I hear the comment, what what are we doing? Did you take any sells? Just take a minute and think if that's right what you're asking. It it's not a good sign, that's for sure. See, Tyler, you think this is a good zone for cat JPY? It does look good. It does look good. Maybe the 4 hour breaks. Why not? It looks pretty good. Lots of rejections from this level. If we break below on the 4 hour, it would be a good confirmation. How do you make sure that's not a fake out and a breakout? Because a fake out needs this candle to go and close back in the range and for a fake out. But a breakout, it's already happening. We have a breakout, see? And now this is the retest to continue down. That's from our experience that we've had for a long time. A fake out is only when price comes all the way up and closes back in the range. So for now, the confirmation that we have is the breakout. Now it's a USD JPY, so we need a lot of patience because we know that it can take some time. It may take some time, so we need to wait. News, let's see if we have any news that can interfere with our trade. I think we don't have any USD news right now, it's not the time. Yeah, so I think we're good all the way to New York session where we're gonna have some CAD news. I think we're good for now. We are good unless some unexpected news come out, and which can happen. It's not impossible. USD is coming for retest. This came for retest first and got rejected. Not taking it, I think the daily can come a little lower for making a retest here at this broken zone. So I would be a little bit hesitant to take that. Also, this one looks like a rejection, so I don't know if you can trust that. I think I would stay out better. I mean, even a UJ, I said I'm taking small risk because it's coming from another zone. They're both risky. I just choose the UJ because it seems way better. Lots of rejections. We had a small fake out here, we can say, and we had a good breakout, so depends now. If we get faked out, I think later on still gonna continue down. Just a matter of time. Do you think CAD JPY on daily is still bullish? CAD JPY. Let's see. Daily. I think CAD JPY, if you see overall, it's still bearish. If you see the bigger picture. Lately it's been pretty bullish, except yesterday drop. I think this drop was huge, and we may see some continuation to the downside. I see that we have this daily zone coming up, which can be reached pretty easy. And you are waiting for this level to break. The only thing here is that we can have a retest of this zone first before continuation to the downside. Maybe a retest here on the daily, then some continuation. That can be realistic thing. That can be a good retrace on daily and continuation to the downside. Would you have a quick look on USD CAD doing the retest? Questions that I answered 1 minute ago, and I get the same question again. Not gonna answer, I'm just gonna play this. So, attention. I just said that before, and you guys ask the same thing again. It doesn't matter if you come late, because it takes 2 to 3 minutes just to go back and see what we talked about. You know, it's not that hard. It's like if you are sitting in a class and the teacher says, okay, students, listen up. This is what we're going to talk about today, and he explains a thing, and you don't listen and you play with your pencil or something like that, or you talk with your other friend, and then after he's done, you go and you ask the teacher the same question that he talked about 1 minute ago, and that's somehow not showing respect to the teacher, because he spent all the time and he told you, pay attention, because I can't repeat the same thing over and over again. It's different when you don't understand something, and it's different when you don't even listen at that thing and then you ask for it again. So there is a small difference. I think we are all adults, and we should know better. If we don't look at these small things, how do you think you're going to be successful at trading, which is the hardest thing from everything I know, you know? So pay attention. Do you think UJ could be a liquidity grab to push to the downside? It may be. but it needs to stay below this, because if it does push higher, it's not going to be a good sign. The thing is, we have another 30 minutes left, so we can't just leave a wick here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to increase my stop loss to 10 pips. I'm just going to leave more room here if it just leaves a wick, because it happened before that it just leaves a wick, then gets rejected, and then still continues down. So I had only 6 pips stop loss. I'm going to increase it to 10 pips. Let's see. The thing is, there is another 30 minutes left, so a lot can happen in 30 minutes. This can be just a big wick leaving and then coming all the way down, closing below. Next candle push all the way down. So yeah. Stop loss was too tight. That's true. That's why I moved it. I took my stop loss at 10 pips now. Just to give it more room to breathe, because it may just leave a wick here and still continue down. And don't want to get stopped just because of that. That would be a bad thing. Is there anyone who wants to invest in Forex trade? Yes, Henry, of course, we want to invest in Forex trade. What is Forex trade? Can you explain to us? Canadian dollars, Swiss franc. This looks almost perfect. This looks perfect break and retest. This is a classic setup. Classic break and retest. Also, we're having rejections here. If it does break below, that's gonna be an epic trade. Don't forget about it. Setup is amazing. Yeah, if it goes to our direction, it's gonna be hell of a wick. It can be, yeah. The thing is, we can have this candle reject and just close below here. And then the next one, push to the downside, close around here, then the next one, push all the way down. We'll see. This can come close around here, leaving a wick here. Then next one, push all the way down. Next one after that, make a small wick here and push all the way down. Continue, make a new low after breaking the zone here. But we'll see. That's the plan. Let's see if it's gonna follow our plan or not. But I don't see this going bullish right now unless it gives us a sign. A sign would be if it does go all the way up and closes back in this range. I would still have some bearish bias here. Still, I would expect some continuation. Do you take any steroids? Of course not. What is that? GJ did the retest. Where's GJ's zone? I can't see. Look at this space. It hasn't been here for a while. Looks like it. No, I'm not gonna think of taking any trades on GJ. Think this is not enough for me. See all these rejections? This is what it's enough for me, and it's not showing good signs. Good sign would be a rejection all the way down here. But let's wait. There's plenty of time, another almost 30 minutes. Nothing on Geo, nothing on GJ. You can take a trade there if you want, but it's not for me. I'm already in UJ, so I'm focusing here. What can we do? I'm focusing here to see how it plays out, how we can manage it to win from this, or if it's not gonna go in our way, how to make this how to keep this loss very small. I'm just coming in now. What is this pair going to do next? Buy or sell? We don't know that. We are just looking at it. We have no idea. Let's just pretend that I am a new trader and I'm coming to the channel, and okay, I see that we are live now. Okay, we are live. Let's check what's gonna happen here. Okay, so sir, I am late. Sir, I am late. Can you tell me about USD CAD? Instead of that, you can just go a little and see what happened before. What did I talk? You see that I talked for CAD JPY. You listen to a minute, what did I say? You go a little further and you go until you see USD CAD on the chat. When you find okay, or you see Euro USD and you say, what did I talk about? Or you go to the left, you see USD CAD. Listen, what did I talk about USD CAD there? So it's pretty simple. See how simple it can be? It's so simple. UJ is rejecting, good sign now. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. People who send charts are not lazy. They are focused today, they are in front of computers, and they are looking for a trade. People who send charts are not lazy. Dollar Japanese 5 minute. I don't know if you don't look at me, but I don't. Herman, I don't even look at 5 minutes, so I'm not worried at all. This V, or I don't know what that means, a V. I mean, this is why I don't look at lower time frames, because they just confuse me, so I don't like to be confused, so I'd rather stay on the higher time frames. No, guys, it's not about coming late here. People don't know if we're in sells or buys. That is the problem. If you don't know that, you shouldn't be here at all. You shouldn't be trading at all. If you don't know what does this mean, you know, I don't know. I just feel sorry for people because they're not going to do anything with this kind of little knowledge. Coming here just following what I say, if I say sell, putting a sell, not knowing anything what you're doing, that's very bad. What I do here is explained, and this can be just another, bonus for your trading. You don't have to do uh, what I do here. You don't have to copy me in everything. You can take what you want. You can leave what you don't want. If you don't like how I trade, that's all good. I don't expect people to like everything I do. Just like how I don't like some people way of trading, so it's all good. Just take what you like from this. Maybe drawing zones, maybe patience, maybe discipline, anything that you think it is good for you. Now my sound volume is good. I think the problem is at your computer maybe. Had problems with my mic before when I first started trading, live trading on YouTube, but now it's all good. It just took me some time to find the good, the right settings for streaming. Now we are pretty good. Would you mind putting the date in the title in the future? Sometimes I click on old video and I think it is current. I think all videos have, date, some details when they were published. I think that shouldn't be a problem, but I can put dates, why not? It's not a hard thing to do. UJ taking too long. One good thing is that football is coming back in 2 3 days. That's a good thing. So the weekend's gonna be nice. Sometimes I think if I wouldn't be trading Forex, I don't know how I would spend all this time. When you do something for so long, you can't imagine what else you would do with all this time. I don't know if you think the same. Yes, work, yes, but this time that we spent on trading, or maybe something like something that you do on the weekends that is very common for you. What's your favorite English team? Yeah, Liverpool. That's for sure. I don't know, there are some pretty good teams. You trade all day? Not all day. Only when I get a setup. NZD US dollar 4 hour. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. NZD US dollar. Let me take a look at NZD US dollar. NZD US dollar is good, but it's also coming from support, so it might be a little tricky. It might be a little tricky because we are in between these two zones, and they are both pretty good, pretty strong zones. So let's skip this for some time. A lot of good teams on England, I can say that. I'm a fan of AC Milan, I'm a Rossoneri, but on England, I don't know, a lot of them are good, but some teams now are not as good as they used to be. Airman, of course, man, whatever works for you, you have to use it. Whatever works for you. How come I always win in backtesting but I lose in live trading? You must, you're doing something that you're not doing in backtesting, maybe. Or I think you're doing something in live that you're not supposed to do. I don't know the reason. You should know the reason. You should compare these two, make two trades, go to the backtesting and go to the live, the real trade, and compare them. What did you do different? Because if you do good on backtesting, you should be good, or you should be good too on live trading too. I do the same thing on sim sessions, nothing different, the same thing over and over again, and never had a problem. Fun happens. That's a very good point. You may miss the good move, then you happen to take that stupid move or stupid trade that's left at the end of the day. UJ is so boring. UJ is so boring. It's been 49 minutes and it's at the same place. Alex, that's very true too. People are less patient live when backtesting things move quickly and you can skip to the next trade easily. That's a very, very good point. Because on backtesting you don't have to wait. You can go to the next trade in a matter of seconds. But on live trading, you should have a lot of patience. Wait and wait and wait. And during this waiting, you might, happen to go and take a trade that you're not supposed to. Just because you can't wait anymore. So that trade then becomes the losing trade and you don't have the same results. $4K subscribers, yes, we hit a new milestone. Reaching any goal in trading requires specific domain knowledge and technical skills, but then after that it's all mindset management. Yet people ignore that. They automatically think they have the last part all figured out, and it's a mistake. That is very true. That is very true. USD JPY, it's coming to the last 8 minutes. And it looks like we are probably gonna have a close back in the range. In the past streams you took 2 trades on average, but since last 2 weeks you're taking 1. Maybe because we're not having chances. We're not having enough chances lately. That can be a reason. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. I'm gonna put my stop just above here. That's gonna be 5 pips or 6 pips. And if it does push above, I'm closing the trade. I'm not gonna let this go above that. More than that, it's not gonna be good. Should have stayed there below this. But let's see. Don't want to take any chance. If this candle closes like this, it's not a good sign for me. So if I don't feel comfortable in a trade, I'm not gonna stay in that trade. Okay, I am closing this at 5 pips loss. This was a boring trade. Same as NZD/USD yesterday. You do not look like how I managed you, how I managed you. Yeah, that's true. I don't. Okay, I closed 5 pips in loss here on USD/JPY, and I think I'm gonna wait for a better confirmation. If I want to be in this trade, I'm gonna wait for a better confirmation. What would be a better confirmation is a bearish candle coming all the way down here, closing below, small pullback here, and a big drop to the downside. Yeah, you can wait for another 4 minutes, but still I think the close is not gonna be that good. I would feel not very comfortable with it. Can you look at USD CAD? Yes, I can, and I can say that USD CAD can still drop for this daily retest here. We might have a rejection once we come here at this daily level. We have a lot of candles rejecting the same level, and yesterday we closed above with this daily candle. We can enter buys on the retest, even though I'm not going to do that because I don't really feel like that would be the best idea here. On the 4 hour, it's not the same, it is the same level, but I don't know, I wouldn't take that daily. The question is, would I take buys on UJ? That's what I wouldn't do either. I'd just rather wait. Wait for better confirmation. I'm just gonna wait for a better confirmation on UJ. A bearish candle. Watch for support for the break of support. And or sell on the retest price target. Okay, Euro NZD. Let's take a look at Euro NZD here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Okay, so on Euro NZD, this might be a 4 hour retest. Euro NZD is a very volatile pair, and this is why it's red color here, because it's very volatile. I think we can expect from Euro NZD to continue up. I wouldn't wait for a break to a downside here. And it looks like it's a daily retest. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I would like some buys on Euro NZD, but I don't know how safe is to enter here. We have at least 10 pips rejection right now. I mean, if we would enter at this point, where would stop loss be? Not that clean setup, but what we can do on Euro NZD is we can wait for price, since it's a 4 hour retest and also it is a daily retest. We can wait for price to push up just like this, make a retest here, small, not a retest, small pullback, and then push all the way up. Then push all the way up. So that's what I think should happen on your NZD. But taking buys here now, it's a little bit risky. But everything looks like showing us that price should continue to the upside on Euro NZD. 4 hour is bullish, broke this resistance, closed above, should just be a small retest to continue up. Also the daily is bullish, closed above this key level. I think it's a retest to continue up. We have more room to continue up. This should go bullish maybe during the day. I don't know if that's gonna happen now or not, but we'll wait for it. UJ closed. I can't even say it closed back in the range, you know, because we have so many candles here. It's like an indecision candle. But like I said, I was not comfortable in this. I already saw that price probably is going to close in the range, just the way it started to move. Now what we can do here, like I said, we're going to wait for price to come down, maybe a bearish close below here, and then we can take the trade again. I still think we should continue down unless something else happens. I like your NZD a lot. This is a classic trade. We don't take the break and retest just because it's too risky, but we take the setup that I talked about. We wait for this to push first. above the previous candle. Small pullback to enter and continuation all the way up to fill this range here. That's going to be the plan here if it does happen. Even if it does come, we can have an impulsive entry here. If it does come during this hour and pushes all the way up here where the previous candle started, I would enter an impulsive entry there, just because that would be a very good confirmation. Coming from a daily zone, 4-hour retest, daily retest, pushing above, I would know the next candle is straight gonna push to the upside. So let's see, if we get rejected, that's gonna be the plan. If it does push down, I'm still not gonna take sells. My bias are bullish here. Let's see. GCAD looks like it's rejecting this level. Four-hour is not closed yet. GU. Yeah, UJ is pushing. We'll see. Not gonna think about buys on UJ yet until I see something clear. What I would do here is maybe I will take some EJ sells, even though it's coming from a zone here, but the range is too big, so I think we can take sells here. It's a almost 90 pip range. If it does come here, I think we should expect at least a 20-30 pip rejection. So let's wait if it does come, because it's a pretty big range. We have another 15 pips to 125, then another 30, so we have around 45 pips push that we need here in order to come for a retest. Or your NZD needs to push around how many pips? 25 pips move to the upside and we can have the trade. What if we enter right here and use a very small stop loss? Look at how small it is, and it's a 10 pips move. This small wick, and it's 10 pips. On USD/JPY, the range is looks so big, but the pips are so small. The move looks like it's made a 50 pip move, but when you look at it, it's just made a 15 pip move. Yeah, best confirmation is gonna be if it does push closest above the previous candle. This is going to be the plan if it does happen. Euro USD is nothing. It's just rejecting the support. I don't see anything happening on Euro USD.